programming using Webflux. In this video I am going to show you hands-on example with Mongo reactive repository. In the previous sessions we have discussed with traditional API versus reactive API, and then thread per request model and certain Spring reactive elements operations, and one simple controller based application. And in this application we are going to use with Mongo reactive repository. And if you like this video, do like it, subscribe to my channel and share to the people who might need this topic. Let's get started with. First I am going to show you the dependencies required for the application. As usual, you need to start with a Spring Boot project. Take the version for Spring Boot parent project of 2.1.1, and then the number of dependencies we need is Spring Boot starter Webflux, and especially when we are working with MongoDB reactive repository, we need Spring Boot starter data MongoDB reactive and Spring Boot starter test and reactor test. This is the dependencies we need. We have an application here with the same number of dependencies, and then we will be designing the application by making use of the controller and then one repository and Spring Boot application to bootstrap your application, and then the other layers of the application. So each and every component I am just explaining in this document. This is the Spring Boot application to start with your project for deployment. And next, this is the controller class where we are going to perform with the model component called tweet, which is going to show you the tweet details. And in this tweet controller, we are going to auto wire with a repository called tweet repository, which internally making use of MongoDB reactive repository, and we are going to perform with all the CRUD operations. So to load all the tweets, and then to create one tweet with a post operation, and then to get one single tweet operation, and then update a tweet object with the put operation, and delete a tweet when it is not required. And further, we also have certain operations into this controller to handle with exceptions globally, like if at all, if any request is not processed, and then how do we handle with an exception for this application. And there are certain exceptions designed here, like tweet not found exception, and one more is duplicate key exception. This is the two exception classes are going to be handled by using @exception handler annotation. And further we have called the model component here called as a tweet, which is configured with your MongoDB repository. So that is the reason this model is configured with a document called tweets in your MongoDB database. So here we will be using with @document annotation to map with your document in the database. And further, to display the error messages when there is an exception raised by your application, we are going to make use of this error response class. And finally, we will be using with a repository class, where this MongoDB reactive repository is a repository which is internally making use of your MongoDB database to perform all the CRUD operations. So it has the implementation for all the CRUD operations: get a tweet, get all tweets, then put tweet, then delete tweet, those operations. So I kept Mongo database server instance on, and then let's look into the application. So when we start this application, as we can look into the application.properties, the main properties required for this application is the port in which your MongoDB database is running. The default port is 27017, and the database name where your collections, your database, your tweet document is getting stored. You can choose your database name, and the port number in which your server is going to run with. I have started already now. So the tweet controller, so the REST endpoints we can look into. So the first is when we are getting all the tweets, as the number of resources, it is going to return a collection of resources. So collection of tweet objects it is going to return. When it is returning a collection, as we know, we have to map it with a, and when it is going to return with a single resource, then it has to be mapped with mono. So this is what we are practicing with. So let's go into 8086 and then just let us practice with the tweets. So it is going to show you the number of tweets available, list of the tweet objects it is going to show with. So let's say if we wanted to look into one particular tweet, we can give, let's say the tweet ID is 88, we can just look into only one particular tweet. So if you wanted to add with a tweet object, then we can go with the post operation by using postman. So here to perform with the post operation, let us look into the post mapping. So here we can see the URL is tweets and the mapping should be post mapping, and you can add with a new tweet object. So let us add with the post mapping, and then so tweets, and let's go with to the body, and then we can add with the one new tweet object. So ID is 99 and text I am giving send the request.